Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Monday to you. Monday means it's time for Cheer Corner, and Cheer Corner means that together we can change the world one card at a time. My name is Jackie Vandersar Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and in Europe. So, my job is to sell Stamping Up! Supplies to you so that you can do your hobby at home. How much fun is that? So today I am going to use the Submarine Life. And it comes with a punch. And I love stamps that come with a punch because punches are just so easy to use. And I made a card for my grandson, and I want to show it to you. It is a arrow fold card, and I see that there's an extra. I don't know what happened to this or why it's here, but I think this thing came apart a little bit. That doesn't make much sense. But I'm not usually in the habit of putting dimensionals where they don't belong, so I'm not sure what happened there. I'm just going to shove it that way. That bothered me. And then see, I've personalized it with his name. Isn't that just so much fun? Now we're not going to make this card today. We are just going to play. I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. So I have a piece of white, and I'm going to start by making the bottom of the sea. And I'm not even sure what color I should make this. I guess it should be maybe crumb cake. So I'm going to lay it down like so. And then like so. And I just want to show you all the different stamps that go with this. I was going to say there's dies too, but there aren't dies, which I'm kind of happy about. Sometimes there's so many dies, and that's not always, like, that can be a lot of work cutting out all those dies. And this is a kid's card. So let's see. Okay, so I have my crumb cake ink pad. And we're going to do this, I think, a few times along the bottom of the sea. And I knew that was going to happen, so I'm going to do it again. Oh, Jackie, pay attention. There. And now I'm going to stamp off. And you know what? I'm just going to do it right on my glass plate. And then we're going to go like so. And then we're going to have a couple of different shades of sand. There. So that's the bottom. And we could even go another layer of sand, but I think we're going to leave it like that for now. And then we're going to make some waves. Although I want to be careful with what I do. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to put this aside for a minute. And I have an extra piece. I'm going to have to find my chamois. Oh, are you joining me in the chaos of my life? All right, found my chamois. I had moved it to the table because I was cleaning stamps over there for some crazy reason. You know how it is when you fill up your workspace and you move to another empty space, and all of a sudden you realize there are no more empty spaces, and then you can't procrastinate anymore. You have to clean up. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. So I've already made a yellow submarine, so I want to make a red submarine, sweet sorbet. And let's see. I still have, and I make no qualms about it, I still have extra pieces. Look, I have the prop and that little, what's the thing? The turret that goes around and around. It's not a turret. I will think about it. You guys tell me if you know the name of that thing that goes on the top of a submarine and then it turns around, and oh, it's a scary thing because that's how they find out where people are, and then they're going to shoot. Okay, now I have to, this is what you do when you have a punch. So you look at it, you turn it around because that's how you're going to slide it onto your paper. So I need that bump out that way. Otherwise, you're going to stamp your image and it's not going to fit your punch, and then you have to start trimming, and then you might say a bad word. We don't want that. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Okay, so move those guys out of the way. So I'm going to do a little bit of planning as I make this card so that it works out. I'm trying to think ahead a little bit. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Okay, now let's go back to, see, so if I put the submarine going here, Then there's a really fun stamp with the wake of the submarine, or it could be a fish or whatever. I think it's for some reason I think this is supposed to go like that, and I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but we're gonna do it. So I've decided I'm going to do those little wavy marks with pool party, and that way I can always go over it in a darker color later. See, so here we go. There. And that's where the submarine is going to go. And then we can plant, we can do some other stuff. Like we're going to do some greenery here along the sides here and here. And we'll do that in, ooh, I need a smaller block. We're going to do this in Parakeet Party. Now, I'll tell you my vision behind this card. I know that my grandkids love to craft and they love to stamp all kinds of things and they have great imaginations and they're going to want to make a whole underground world. See, now we can move the submarine because we know it's going to go here. And then we can even see, you can get different shades in there. We could go with a different color as well, but I'm going to leave it for now. But I am going to go a little bit lower. See? Because I don't know if you've ever gone snorkeling or scuba diving, the plants go on all the layers of the ocean. It's just so amazing to see that. Okay, now I'm going to put this guy back again just because I need to decide where my other fish are going to go. Let's have a look, see. We have this guy. He looks kind of funny. He's wearing it's a fish, I think. I think it's a fish that's snorkeling, and I think that's cool. And then here, they're all having a bit of a party, you know. Here's the crab at the bottom. And then we've got another fish. Yeah, they're having a big snorkel party. It's really a lot of fun. And then we have a starfish, and then we have a whole school of fish. All right. See, just a minute. There, right here. And then there's even a bird, but we're not going to do the bird because I didn't leave room for sky. Okay, so we've got to, you know, the worst part is cleaning up every time. So I've decided to do the starfish in starry sky. It seemed appropriate. And then make sure that his snorkel's sticking up in the right way. There, I figured I purposely did him in that color so that he would stand out. I'm just going to close that up for a minute. I've got 3 ink pads that are open in front of me. That is a disaster waiting to happen. So I hope that you're thinking about someone to send this card to. And then I'm going to pick an azure afternoon. And of course, you know what? These colors don't have to be like realistic, right? This is all about imagination. So here we go. We've got this guy swimming away up there. And then we have this guy. And I think I want to get an orange in here. Somehow I think that fish should be orange. I think of goldfish. Now, oh yeah, there's my sweet sorbet. I think the crab should be in sweet sorbet. But I didn't. You know what? Cleaning as we go, people. All these little habits that you know are good and then you still don't do them. There. Oh, a little bit more red. He's climbing right on top. Now, you know what I haven't done? I haven't left room for my saying. And I know I want a cool saying on there. I was going to do my saying along the sea, and you'll see why. Okay. Think, Jackie. Okay, now we have this one. I want an orange one. Okay, I thought I better choose what I'm going to say on this card because otherwise I'm going to run out of space. So I'm going to say floating by just to say hi because not every card should be for an occasion, okay? It shouldn't always be birthday or something like that. We should send cards just because Happy Mail is fun. Okay, I want to say this in the dark color. So Starry Sky. Starry Sky is one of the colors that is going to be retiring this year. So if you want it, make sure you get everything now. Get your re-inkers, get your cardstock, because you don't want it to, you know, be sold out. So I'm going to do it here, just floating by to say hi. And then I could have done it in the middle too. It doesn't matter. I would love to see what you guys do. Show me your work. All right, I have found a fish, And I have found my orange color using pumpkin pie. Man, we've used a lot of colors already, but you know what? That's what it's like under the sea. Lots of colors. And he's going to be right there, floating by just to say hi. And then, so I've got all my fun creatures, and now I'm going to do these guys. Do I want them in orange too? I'm going to do a few orange ones right here. It's always a good design tip to have some of your things, your stamped images going off the edge. It just looks nice. So I'm going to put a few more here. And then there's a few other color fish. Nice. Okay, and now I want to add a little bit of water. How are we going to do that? Let me just wipe these things off. And now I need to get another stamp. There's a water stamp in here. See, and now you see how squiggly it is, right? So you want to lay it down like so, and then pick it up with your block. There. Now, I'm going to move my submarine, and I think we're going to do this in Azure Afternoon. It's kind of nice. I haven't been using this color a whole lot, so it's kind of fun to do it now. And I'm not sure. I'm going to do it right here. And I'm going to do a few more. Just doesn't have to be at the top. It's just waves everywhere. Okay, so I think that looks kind of cool. And now we could even, I'm wondering about doing a darker, see this almost looks gray now, the pool party. I think it looks kind of cool. I think I want some more green here. What else do we have? We have the bird, we have bubbles, and we have tiny little fish. We want little tiny fish. Let's see. Those are bubbles. And there's my fish. I didn't even recognize them as fish. Okay, good. And these are going to be, ooh, maybe I'm going to get some crushed curry. Yes. Now, one word of advice. If you're going to be stamping with your grandchildren, do not have lots of ink pads open at once because they will get ruined. So one color at a time and teach them to clean. It's amazing what little kids can learn. Okay, so the fish are not all going in the same direction. We're going to have some going like this too. Oh yeah, isn't that just the cutest? Look at that. We've added some more life to our scene. Okay, this is great. And now some bubbles. So you can see that this is just a wonderful, playful set. I'm happy because the card that I made for Leo is also fun, but it doesn't make the scene that this one does. Okay, I think we can go, I think I'm going to go with the Azure Afternoon again for the bubbles. And he's going to have some bubbles going. And he's going to have some bubbles going. And this one I want to stamp off. Look at that. Isn't that fun? The bubbles just add a certain, I don't know. Here, let's move the submarine. And he's going to have some bubbles going too. Okay, look at that. Okay, this is looking great. I'm really happy about this. Now we're going to put this on another layer. What color should it be? Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find a white card. Now, I like it just like that on a white card, but just in case, we're going to look and see. I've got my Azure Afternoon. I'm moving all my junk aside, and we're going to go to 10 centimeters or 4 inches or so. And I have 14.35 by about 5 1/4. And let's see how that looks. Okay. Sometimes we just want to mat everything and add extra layers, and sometimes it looks nicer without. Okay, so here's the layer. And it looks nice with the layer. Now I'm going to try it again without. It looks like a bigger world when I don't have the layer. Okay, just let that sink in for a minute. And then with the, I think I'll do the layer, but I have to say, I'm not 100% convinced. Okay, I think it looks really nice either way. I do think that if you just do the white, then you want to pop it up. You know what? I'm going to leave it just the white. I am. Okay, now I have to find my, in my disaster. I should take a picture of my desk after this video, and then you guys can say, yes, Jackie, you have hit new lows. I cannot find my dimensionals, and I know they're on this table. Oh. Well, I was wrong. They weren't on this table. They were on this one was on my table underneath all kinds of things. And then this fairly new one was on my dining room table. And I know there's another one laying around. I've been super busy. It's been great. Been working ahead because I'm going to Canada. And then I spend time with my mom and my kids. So then I like to have been a bit ahead so I don't have to stress about missing videos with you guys. And I know I don't have to. I know that you guys totally understand if I miss a week, but I still like to do it. Makes me feel good to see things still happening, even though I'm having a good time. There, so I've used up all my little extra bits. Good thing nobody sees the back. And you'll see that the dimension really does add a lot. Okay, so there. And then we have to find the submarine. Oh, there it is. I found it on my first try. This is great. I'm so happy. Okay, so we have the periscope. That's the word. The periscope. Goodness, yes. Okay, and then this is the prop, I would say. Oh my. Okay. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of adhesive along the edge of this. I think they would have been nice to have a little bit more of a piece to work with. So that's going to go right there. And then this little piece right here is going to go like so. There. And you know, the nice thing is that our adhesive dries clear. So that's really nice to know. And then I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'll show you how you can add a bit of stability. Just, I'm going to straddle that joint to make it stronger. Like so. See that? And then, look at that. You're going to hear Gerard in a minute. He's calling his dog, and Bailey decided to stay inside with me and is fast asleep on the rug. Sometimes Bailey chooses to stay with me instead of going outside with Gerard. And it's just being a lazy dog. All right, so here we go. And now the periscope is high. I could go like this a little bit. He's going to go down. I'm going to do this. I'm taking some creative license. Who said that the submarine has to be straight? Because otherwise the periscope is going to cover my words. So I don't want that happening. Isn't that a super cute card? All right, now I want to show you something else. Let's get that sandy thing again. And crumb cake. Let's see. So, can you guys see that? Yeah, and this time I'm going to be very careful and go all the way to the bottom. That's better. And we can overlap a little bit. Now watch this. I could do another whole layer, but I don't think I'm going to. Well, maybe, no. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm being lazy here, okay? I am being lazy. Okay, so now look at this. If I take this and bend it like so, or like, this one doesn't give as much of a bendy as I was hoping. But you can bend this so that it goes along whatever curves you might have. But you know what? I don't have that many curves, so I have another idea. Okay, this is going to be cool too. And I think I did it on Leo's card, so I'll show you that in a minute. I'm looking for my Azure Afternoon. Here we go. So ink it up really well. And then look at this. I'm going to stamp once, twice, and 3 times. And that kind of looks like the blues of the ocean and of the sky, and that looks really cool. And now we're going to use that cute little bird that we hadn't used. There. How cute is that? See, we're going to make 2 of them too. How neat is that? I'm really loving this set. Super happy. And then look at this. Another idea. I'm just moving all my... Just a second. You have to treat your stamps gently. Don't get too rough with them. When you peel them off carefully. But you remember that stamp that we used for the back of the submarine? You could also use it as seagrass. Look at that. How cool is that? And you can make it shorter or longer. See, just a little ones here waving around. How cute is that? And then, see, so it's nice to bring the party inside. And then I want to take my little orange fish. Why do I think they're orange? You know what? We're not going to do orange. I'm going to do them in crushed curry just to break my mold of thinking that these have to be goldfish. Look at that. And here we are. There. That's my card for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm trying to find my Leo card. And it is... Oh, it's here. Let's see. I just wasn't sure if... Oh, yeah. See, I did do it like that. That looks cool, right? So, yeah. Anyway, I hope that you guys had a fun time and that you were inspired. And remember to send cards. So perhaps this card should go to a grandchild. Okay, so let me know, nominate your person and tell me a story so that I can decide who it goes to. All right, thank you so much for joining me. If you love this video, please share it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, give me thumbs up. All those things really, really help me, and I appreciate you. So, all right, till next time, bye.